The president of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa's office has, dismissed DA leader John Steenhuisen criticism of the president's stance on Russia. The president was, trying to say kind things to the Russian government when they met over a brief meeting. And when he said that they are allies, the DA leader came out to say, Mbao. Ramaphosa referred to Russia as their valuable ally and friend during a bilateral meeting with Russian President Putin at the BRICS. The DA distanced itself from recent comments made by the president. President Ramaphosa. Government of Nationality Unit rejects the characterization. DA does not consider Russia as an ally. Gang. Now let us read what people said on the comment section. He said the DA is European, NATO puppy. Another person said, due to the history of looting and abuse of African leaders, need to close opportunities for outsiders, build its militaries, and cater a new path of rebuilding the continent by developing its own resources and training their youth. I think I agree with this person. This person said, that's true. South African president is right. This other person says South Africa still needs independence. Wow. Some other person say our president take from Ibrahim Traore. Ramaphosa should work for his nation, not for his pocket. We are not that dumb. They should listen to us, thinking to ourselves, thinking for themselves. Africa is a holy continent for Africans. This one said, when ANC decided to marry the DA, we knew this could happen. It's still the appetite struggle. Chapter 2. Ramaphosa should not be the one to make these affirmations of friendship to Russia. He is too sheepish. Imagine the same statement by Malema, no apology. This one say, and they didn't want the EFF. Another person say the ANC should have just made a minority government with the PA and EFF. This other person say, here's a thing. The head of states may align with a certain act or belief, etc., but it does not mean the whole country does too. This implies to a leader of a party. I believe there may be people who voted DA but do not agree with Steenhuisen's recent actions. Politicians always promise one thing and do the other. This one say, who own the wealth of South Africa? This other person say, Russian helping Africans during colonization. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Most people hardly help people without expecting something in return. Apartheid regime was the enemy of the ANC, so Russia backed the ANC. But what has Russia done for South Africa's appetite? There are over 600 American corporations in South Africa, with Ford investing $1 billion in South Africa. The West or NATO countries are creating more jobs in South Africa than Russia. So who should be a valuable ally and friend? The one giving you food, or the one having you on an emotional ransom for having helped you in the past? Someone said, get your facts straight. AN formed before Mandela was born. Whatever. This one say government on national confusion is this one. This one say not white but yellow people. This one say they need EFF. Exactly. They need Nelson they need what's that his name? Julius Malema. This one say ANC is older than Mandela. This other person say DA Devil Alliance. This other person say I am very happy being Okay, here this one say, let me correct the Nelson Mandela coming up with ANC existed before Mandela. This one say, thanks for this video, I was not aware. This other person, so apparently these people, this one say, absolutely correct. DA, mind your Kongla. They want to recover South Africa. Thank you, DA. This one said, so the president has dismissed your narrative you have been running for last year. This person say, I am happy being okay. We read that already. These people sure need Julius Malema. I tell you for free. This person said South Africans need liberation, and all they do is they continue coming for Nigerians, supporting Libya for maltreating Nigerians over the last CAV issues, and CAV, even after they have given this thing. See, let me tell you something. I've always known that South Africans have wahala, but they don't know who their wahala is. So now their president is pitching his tent with Russia government. Putin is not somebody you should joke with too. So I want to understand why they are so intertwined, or why he's calling him his ally and then not calling the people who really helped them during apartheid. So South Africans, the DA is a very strong opposition. For those of you who don't know, the DA is a very strong opposition in South Africa, and is made up of white people, even though they say they call them yellow people. And the way South Africa is, I expected that South Africans should sit down and really find out what their problem is, because by so doing you'll be able to solve it. When Julius Malema came out, I expected that they should have voted that man, because Julius Malema would have made the black South Africans to have a voice, because it's obvious that the black South Africans do not have a voice, and their present president is either here or there. Do you understand? His body language is not speaking for this black South Africans. I'm not saying as a president you should pitch your tent with a particular people, but at least there should be that, reasonable thing you are giving to the black South Africans, because black South Africans were the owners of South Africa from time immemorial. You guys may not understand why I'm saying this, but the South Africans know when I say that they are the owners of South Africa until something happened. And now the white is seriously dominating there. So the DA people have come to say, oh, sir, if you say Putin is your bestie, we are not part of it, yo. So whatever happens, don't call us. Don't call us in the matter. So I like the fact that one other guy said, oh, that if you think that a president saying something represent the whole country, you should rethink it. It's not that. You say, because politicians can wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm going to do all the roads, and then they'll end up not doing the roads. So politicians always say these things. And now, the way the president was even talking about Ramaphosa was talking to the Putin, it looked as though he was afraid. Like, I don't know, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks as though he was afraid of something. Is he afraid of something? No, I'm just asking. Is he afraid of something? He's not saying. You guys know, even when their case happened between that country that you cannot mention, the country's name is Easy. You know what I meant? A lot of people came out to say, oh, why has he not seared their relationship with that country? They were supposed to have closed their embassy in that country. The country that cannot be mentioned, right? The Israel, because if you mention them too much, they're gonna take over your channel, and then you see that before you know it, your channel is gone. So we try as much as possible not to mention them, and so I call them easy. You know what I mean? And then for him to have said this, and the DA representative is coming out to say, excuse me, Mr. Ramaphosa, whatever you're saying, we the DA are not part of it. And I'm sure the EFF also will come out to say, we are not part of this matter. And you see, this is why I love Julius Malema. Oh, that guy is highly intelligent. Oh my God. Julius Malema is one very intelligent man that, oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I have never seen. I love Julius Malema. Okay, now imagine us in Africa having as a continent having a president. So we will get a Peter Obi and a Julius Malema. Oh my God, the economy is going to be boom, boom, boom. And our security is going to be top notch. Oh my goodness gracious. If you know how powerful these two men I just mentioned are, all they are out for is to see their countries working. Yes, guys, let me know on the comment section what your thoughts are on Ramaphosa's issue and the DA. Let's talk.